Hello everyone, welcome to Splendid Ideas with Maria. I hope all of you had a great Christmas. Happy New Year to all of you. On this video I'm going to show you how to create some very beautiful Valentine's Day decor using items from the Dollar Tree. If you like this video, click the like button and share it with your friends, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and that way you will become part of my YouTube family. So I'm gonna start by painting my bottles. I'm gonna paint this one white. I'm just gonna drop in a generous amount of paint, and then I'm going to turn the bottle, rotate it until everything in the inside is completely covered in the paint. Now I am going to put the bottle upside down. I'm going to use this pickle jar so that the excess paint will drop in there, and then I'm going to let it dry. For the second bottle, I'm going to be using the colors white, red, and pink. And same theme as the first one, I'm just going to drop in a generous amount of the paint. That way it will coat faster. And I will do the same. Put it upside down. You can use a cup or wherever your bottle fits in. And let all the excess paint drop. And then let it dry. Once the excess paint has completely dripped out of the bottle, you can turn the bottle right side up and then let it dry. I let mine dry overnight. So while my bottles are drying, I am going to take this candle holder and I'm going to decorate it. And for this, I'm going to be using Mod Podge. I'm going to coat the inside of the candle holder with Mod Podge, and then I'm going to add hot pink glitter. Okay, now I'm going to take a small foam ball. I'm going to press it right here on top of the candle holder, and I'm going to add some pink roses that I got from Dollar Tree. And by the way, all of the items that I'm using here are from Dollar Tree, with the exception of the bottles, and you can use any bottles you have on hand. So I decided that I'm going to paint the stem of the candle holder, not paint it, I'm just gonna add Mod Podge and cover it in silver glitter. Okay, so let me show you what it's looking so far. And this right here, the Mod Podge is gonna dry clear, so that pretty pink color is gonna show through. But I decided to cover it, the stem, in silver because it will give it a nice contrast with the pink. So to decorate the second candle holder, I am going to add some of the same pink glitter, but I'm gonna put the Mod Podge on the outside this time, and then I will add the glitter. Now I'm gonna decorate my love sign. This is one of those wood love signs that you find at Dollar Tree. I'm going to add Mod Podge to the O, and then I'm gonna cover it in the glitter, and then the rest of the sign I'm going to paint it white. So let me show you what my candle holders look like now that the glue is completely dry, and my love sign, also the paint is dry. And for the rose ball, what I want to do is add some of the small flowers in between the roses. I'm gonna add 2 of those in between the roses. So to give it a finished touch to my candle holders, I created this cute little bow using a ribbon and one of those little hearts that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'm just gonna glue it here. And now I'm gonna add another cute bow to my other candle holder. Okay, so for this candle holder, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a small LED light, and I got this one from Amazon, but you can use the one from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to add 2 hearts in there. And to add a little sparkle to my love sign, I'm going to be using these pink stickers, and I'm going to add those to each of the letters except the O. Now look how cute my love sign looks. It looks so beautiful. Now all I have to do is put my centerpiece together, and for that I'm going to be using this mirror that I have here, and you find these like in Hobby Lobby or Michael's or any craft store. And so I'm just putting everything together, and I'm going to be using one of the candle holders that I got from my last DIY. So if you're interested in how I made this, you can check my previous video. And here I'm gonna add another LED light and another heart. And I'm just gonna add my candle right here, and that's it. I have a really beautiful centerpiece for Valentine's Day. It looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, now that the paint in the bottles is completely dry, I am going to decorate them using a diamond wrap in red and silver, and I'm using 3 rose strips of red and silver, and I'm gonna glue them alternating silver, red, and that's gonna be my pattern. So let me show you what it's looking so far. Now I'm going to decorate the neck of the bottle the same way. I'm going to do the same pattern I did here on the neck. Okay, it's looking very pretty. I'm loving it so far. But I want to add a few more decorations. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this flower mesh. I'm just going to take one row of it, and I'm going to glue one here and one here, one at the bottom of the bottle and one on the bottom of the neck of the bottle. And now I'm gonna add some of these red hearts, and you'll find these also at Dollar Tree. Like I said, all of these items are from Dollar Tree except the flower mesh and the diamond wrap. Those you find at Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description box. So I'm gonna glue the hearts in between the spaces between the flowers. Now look how pretty this looks. I put the bigger heart in the center, and then around it I just put smaller hearts. Now for my pink bottle, I covered it in the silver diamond wrap, and I did the same thing using 3 rose threads because the width of the bottom is wider on the top than it is on the bottom, so it was easier to glue them that way. And then I also added the flower mesh in the same spot as the other one. So let me show you what it looks like. Now I'm gonna take one of the pink hearts and I'm just gonna glue it right in the center. And now I'm gonna take one of these love stickers. I'm going to be using the pink one, and I'm going to glue it down here. Now I'm going to take one of these felt hearts, and I'm only going to be using the rhinestone little heart that's in the center, and I'm going to glue it right here. And now I'm going to take one of these glittery hearts, and I'm going to glue it right underneath the love sign. Now I'm going to take another one of those heart rhinestones, and I'm going to glue it on top of my little pink heart. Next, I'm going to take some of these pink rhinestone stickers, and I'm going to glue them on my bottle. I'm going to take these flowers from my flower mesh, and I'm going to glue it right here on the neck of the bottle. And for the final touch, I'm going to add these 2 cute heart picks. So I found this cute pin. It's like a crown, and I decided to switch the little heart rhinestone, and I put the pin instead. I also decided to add the heart picks to my red bottle, but because this one has a cap on it, I have to cut the pick, and I'm just going to glue the heart right on top of the cap. And to add a few more sparkles, I'm going to be using these red rhinestones, and I'm just going to glue them right on top of the cap where the hearts are, but because they're self-adhesive, I don't need to add any glue. Now let me show them to you side by side. Look how beautiful they turned out. I am in love with these. I cannot wait until I start decorating for Valentine's Day. Now for my next project, I'm going to be creating a beautiful wreath. I'm going to be using this wood wreath and this burlap ribbon, and I'm just going to wrap the ribbon around the wreath. But first I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue just to keep it in place. And then I'm only going to add glue in the beginning, and then towards the end I add another little bit of hot glue. Now the ribbon wasn't enough to cover the entire wreath, but it doesn't matter because this part is going to be covered by flowers, so it's okay. So now I'm going to be using these pink roses and some of these wildflowers, and I'm going to create my arrangement right on that area where I couldn't cover with the ribbon. Now I'm going to add a few of these pink hydrangeas to my design. Now I'm going to take one of these wooden dowels, and you also find these at Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use this pink and white string. You can also use yarn if you want to use yarn, and I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue and cover the whole stick with it. Next, I'll be taking a pink and a red heart. The pink is bigger than the red, and I'm gonna glue them together, and I'll do 2 of those, and then I'm gonna glue them back to back so that both sides looks the same, and then I'm gonna glue that to my wooden dowel. Alright, so let me show you what that looks like. And then I'm going to take 2 smaller glittery pink hearts, and I'm going to glue them on the other end of the wooden dowel. So this is what it looks like, and I'm going to take my arrow and I'm going to glue it right here on my wreath. Now I got these hearts that Dollar Tree has. They're felt, and they're like craft kits. It comes with all the parts to put together. So I'm going to be using the pink heart, and it comes with a circle and 2 different types of hearts, and then this sign that says I love you. And I'm just gonna put it together and I'll show you what that looks like. Now, isn't that cute? Now I'm gonna take that cute little heart sign and I'm gonna put it on this side of my wreath. So I added a few more of the wildflowers just to make the arrangement a little fuller. And now what I'm going to do is add a few more hearts to this side of my wreath. It looks so pretty. I love it. And now I'm going to take a few of these rhinestone stickers and I'm going to add them to the arrow. Look how pretty my wreath turned out. This is one of my favorites DIYs Valentines that I've done so far. For my next project, I'm going to be using 3 of these wooden boxes. I'm not going to use this part. I'm going to use this side of the box, and I'm using 3 of these, and I have 3 here. And I added some foam inside, some floral foam. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue all 3 boxes together. For this, I'm going to be using my hot glue gun. You can also use wood glue, doesn't matter. And then I'm going to paint the boxes white. So now that the paint is dry, I'm going to decorate my box using this red and white ribbon. And I got this one from Dollar Tree. Like I said, all of my items are from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to glue it right here on the top all the way around, and I'll do that to the bottom of the boxes also. Now to decorate my box, I'm going to be using some of these wooden glittery hearts. I'm going to be using the red ones, and I'm going to be gluing the bigger heart in the center box and the 2 other smaller ones on the side box. And also I will be doing the same thing on the back and adding smaller hearts on the side of those boxes. And you'll see it in the intro where you see all the hearts in the front and on the side. And now I'm going to be adding some red roses. And next I'm going to be adding a few of these wildflowers to my design. And to complete the look of the centerpiece, I'm going to be using these picks that spell love, and I'm just going to add them there. And voila, here is my beautiful Valentine's Day love centerpiece. It looks amazing. And for my final project, I picked up this heart wreath from Dollar Tree, but I thought it was kind of plain, so we're gonna spruce it up a little bit by adding some flowers. And I'm going to be adding the flowers red and pink, and I'm just gonna alternate one red, one pink, one red, one pink. Now I'm going to take one of the red love signs and I'm going to glue it to the center of the arrow. And to add a little sparkle to my design, I'm going to add a few of these red rhinestone stickers to the arrow. Now look how beautiful my wreath turned out. I hope I inspired you to create some of these ideas. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.